Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my geode. You will notice that you see some stones on the board here. My plan is, in this step, is to do some black line work, and I want to put some clear resin over to hold these stones in place because I have these pretty crystals. And you'll notice that I have a couple already sticking up out of here. My plan is to attach these into these areas. I did not fill the whole center in for this one. I want to have just like have it look like there's some crystals forming out of the rock this way and some over here, just in certain areas. So I tried using crazy glue to stick them to the resin, but they were giving me a horrible time. So my plan is to put the clear down to hold these in place and then attach these bigger ones to the ones that are already cemented to the resin using the clear resin. When I use the crazy glue and put some on the end of the crystal and stick it to the glass rock, it attaches right away. So I guess it just doesn't like the resin surface. I mean, if I sit there and hold it for 5 minutes, it'll eventually stick on there like these ones did. But I have, probably 100 of these to put on. I can't sit here and hold each one. So that is my thought for today. And if that doesn't end up working, then I'll take them and wedge them in between the stones once they are tacked down with that clear resin, and then pour some more resin. But for now, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start by just doing a few black lines. I'm not going to do a ton. Then again, I say that all the time and I end up doing the total opposite. And I'm just looking, I have some new markers here. I have this Deco Color broad line black marker. And then I have my PBO one here that I like to use, if I can find it. Of course, that's the only one missing. Well, let me start off with this one here. I suppose you could always use a black Sharpie too to do this. You just gotta shake it up really good. Not sure if I should turn the light on for you or not, because the gold is really shiny when I put the light on. And I think I kind of like it better off. This way it's not blowing your eyeballs out of your head. I absolutely have to find out where this forest green came from because it is to die for. I have to have more of that one. I'm just starting my marker over to the side here. Okay, so the first one I want to do is right in this area here. And I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want to go with this. And then I'm I'm going to do one really close to it. Excuse my arm. Okay. And then I definitely wanted one in here on the inside of this blue area. It's a little rock in the way, of course. Just gonna leave it there for now. Right, and then I'm going to go right on the inside of this black to kind of freshen it up a bit. So in the center, I just put down some glitter last night after I shut the video off, if it looks different. I wanted to get it out of the way. So it was just some silver glitter. Your basic Recollections glitter, nothing fancy. I'm going to go right up close to this one again. Okay. And then over in here, I want to freshen up this line for sure. And then put another one right above it, outlining the gold. Same over here. And then right up against it. I was going to leave it broken like that, like it's going underneath that blue line, but it doesn't look right, so I am just going to fill that right back in. And then one right over this gold. And then right here. And one here along the black. Which you're not going to see because it's on top of black, but I did it anyway. You could also use your markers to do what I'm doing, which is make your lines a solid color if another color had ran through. You can do that. For instance, I could color this line in solid. If I wanted to. Which obviously I want to because I'm doing it. That was totally sporadic to do. I hadn't planned on doing that, but I am now. And actually, I may stop because I just got an idea to mix up some black glitter and go over and add a few lines of black glitter. Let's see, this marker is got something on the tip of it now. I have so much trouble with these markers. I gotta try those Posca pens. Supposedly those are the best paint pens. So I have to get on Amazon and order some because I can't find them in the stores around here for sure. I've been thinking about doing a geode also with acrylic paints. Because not everybody can afford to do them with resin. Actually, shit, I can't afford to do them with resin. But who needs to eat, right? I could survive a little bit. All right. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do a line of glitter, black glitter. I'll probably, let's see. Thinking, yeah, I'll probably just do glitter. And then the clear. And then we'll go from there. So let me mix up some resin and I'll be right back. So before I get started on the next part, I want to just explain something to you guys. Some artists have special techniques and they keep it hush because, you know, it's their technique and they don't want people copying them and all of that stuff. And that's fine. I just want to let you guys know that anything that I learn how to do, I'm going to teach you. Because for me, this is about sharing. It's about helping. Like, You will never, I was watching a video, and I believe they were asking questions about Miss Colorberry and how she attaches her crystals and stuff like that. You know, and she will never let that secret out. And that's fine. That's hers to own, you know. But for me, I like to share. If I figure out a way to do this very simply, I'm going to show you guys. And that's just me. You know, let me tell you something. Even if I could attach crystals and learn from Miss Colorberry, my work would never, ever be as good as hers. She is the master at it. You know, so I just wanted to say that. This is not about Miss Colorberry at all. I just used her as an example. But I've noticed more and more people are trying to keep stuff hush-hush, and I don't know. I like to share, so that's me. All right, so here we go. I am going to first drizzle the clear on these stones. And I don't want a lot, just lightly drizzle it over the area and let it sink down and work its way outward. I wish I could come up with some crazy technique that nobody knew about. That would be awesome. But it wouldn't be secret for long because, like I said, I love to teach. Or try to anyway. A bunch of people have told me, and I didn't like put two and two together, but I finally have. A bunch of people keep telling me, you know, we like your videos because they're just straightforward and they're to the point and you speak clear and you're, you know, you teach good, blah, blah, blah. And it never dawned on me when I was younger, I always wanted to be a teacher. Like I would set up a blackboard in my bedroom and put math problems on it and make my younger brother do the problems. And then I would, you know, literally make my own little sheets up with problems on them and have him do it and then correct his homework as if I was a teacher. And life took me other ways and I didn't become a teacher. But I guess it's coming through again in the form of art. By no means do I know even a tenth of art, but what I do know, I feel like I can, in one way or another, transfer to you guys. So that's why I do this, the videos. I like to play school. It was between that and a grocery store clerk that I wanted to be when I was young. Back then there were no scanning items, you know, things had tickets on them and you had to ring them up on the register. I had a little calculator and that had the paper in it. And my grandmother would take groceries out of her cabinet and make pretend like she was shopping and going through my register. Funny. And then I tried to get my kids to do that when they were little, and nope. It's all technology. Okay, and then I just have this little section over here, and then I'm going to mix up the black glitter. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. As far as attaching these crystals, I know that when you work on wood, especially when you're going to be putting the crystals on, like a couple of videos back, I made that blue one that was cut out of wood, and I had the crystals like glued up in here. When you're working on wood, it's easy to attach them with the crazy glue. They stick right on, and then you pour the resin down behind to permanently seal them on there. But I'm going to figure out an easy way for this resin if it kills me. The resin surface is a little different. Maybe if I sand the surface first to give it a little tooth, that would help. I don't know. I will figure it out and pass it on to you once I do. But for now, when it's on top of a surface, this is the way I'm gonna try it. All right, so for my black, I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit of black pigment in, just so if the glitter isn't thick enough, you don't see the colors behind it. So I'm gonna literally add, like, let's see, I'll use this time some ink. Just give me 1 sec to find it. I have so many. You can use Dr. Martin, you can use paint if you want, acrylic paint, whatever you want. Of course, it's all the way on the bottom of my big bucket. All right, so I have Dr. Martin's waterproof India ink in matte. So I'm going to put, I don't know, 2 or 3 drops. A dropper full. Let's start with a dropper full. It's not really that much. Just enough to tint it. See, like, it's still translucent. You can still see the stick through it, but just enough to grab the glitter, or not grab the glitter, for it to not look see-through. And now I'm going to figure out what kind of glitter. I think I have this pretty, I don't know what color that is, steel. But that may be too much. I don't know, I feel like it'll look pretty, but I better stick to black. So this is the black glitter. It's from Torganol sample they sent me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some in there. And I'm going to leave a little bit to the side because I may go over the line and sprinkle some on top. It kind of blends in and you don't see it too much. All right, so thin line first of all right here. And then I wanted to fix this here. I'm not pouring close to the edge because I want it to kind of seep down, if it will. And then over here I wanted to fix this. And I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. And then what I'm going to do is, I have some clear here. I'm going to put some glitter in it, not much. And I'm going to dump it in the center of these little crystal sections. So it's basically just going to be sparkly clear glitter. It's not going to be really, really thick glitter. Just because when I sprinkled the glitter on last night, it's kind of patchy. So I figure if I mix a little bit in here like this, and then pour it in the center, that'll help fix that up. Okay, and I'm going to kind of let it separate on its own. Go where it wants. Same over here. Now I'm going to take the stick and help it a little bit. Help it get to where it needs to go. Okay. I could also put some on top of those stones so they have a little sparkle to them too. All right, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'm just thought of something else to do. Over those 2 black lines that I poured, I'm going to pour one more, and then I'm going to put some of this clear with the sparkle along the top of it instead of the black. Okay. You know where I needed to put some more black? Right here. Forgot about that. And I think I'll do this. Why not? Okay. See right over here what this does. That should be pretty. Why not? I think it adds just a little something, you know? A little some. Okay. And then these. And that's it for this part. So I want to thank you for being patient and watching me. And I will be back with part 3 very soon. So have a great day, everybody, and happy pouring.